Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. If you have a news topic or event that you would like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119. Today's show runs Wednesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, so you can watch it anytime on demand, and it's replayed on the air at 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 a.m. the following day. Today is November 20th, 2019, and now the news at noon. From the Journal with a file photo. Slash piles were generated from forest thinning, timber sales, and fuel reduction projects in areas targeted to reduce wildfire hazards, and they will be burned this week, according to the Dolores Ranger District. Although burning could continue through the winter, the burn should not affect public access or use of the forest. Operations typically take place after significant precipitation events, and firefighters will closely monitor pile burning activities. Pile burning will take place in the following locations: Chicken Creek area, 7 miles north of Mancus near Forest Service Road 385, 2 miles northeast of Joe Moore Reservoir. Piles may also be burned adjacent to Joe Moore Reservoir along Forest Service Road 693, and smoke may be visible from Colorado Highway 184. Then also Hay Camp Mesa area near FSR 556 and 556.D south of Beef Pasture Reservoir. Smoke may be visible from Colorado Highway 184. Spring Creek area, 12 miles north of Mancus near FSR 327 and 382, where smoke may be visible again from Colorado Highway 184. Taylor Mesa area, 8 miles northeast of the confluence of the Dolores and West Dolores rivers near FSR 547 and Fox Den Creek, and there smoke may be visible along Highway 145. Lake Canyon area, 10 miles east of Dove Creek, FSR 504/505 near the Big Water Spring, and Forest Service Road 509 near Glade Point, and Forest Service Road 506 near Cow Canyon. And smoke may be visible from U.S. Highway 491. Prescribed fire smoke may affect your health. For additional information, visit colorado.gov/Pacific/CDPHE/wood-smoke-and-health. Just go to colorado.gov and look that up for smoke-related information, or you can call the Dolores Ranger District office directly at 970-882-6838. And I like juxtaposing this next story with the controlled burns. From the Journal with a photo by Jim Mimiaga. The San Juan National Forest has experienced a dry fall, which has increased the potential for wildfire. So far, no fire restrictions have been issued, but officials are advising forest visitors to use extreme caution to avoid starting a wildfire. A returning drought and lack of monsoon rains contributed to the dry conditions, officials said. Fire management personnel offer these reminders before heading out to public lands. Fire danger is high in the lower elevations and moderate in the high elevations. Though no fire restrictions are in place, campfires should remain in dedicated campfire rings and a reasonable size given dry conditions. Drown campfires until cold to the touch. Always have a bucket of water and shovel nearby and ready to use. Never leave a campfire unattended. Grass is tall and drying out. Do not idle or park your vehicle in tall grass. The undercarriage is hot and can light the grass on fire. Park your vehicles or trailers and off-highway vehicles away from dry grasses and brush. And when smoking, always dispose of cigarette debris in an ashtray. When target shooting, take a few simple precautions. Place the target on dirt or gravel, switch to paper targets, and bring a shovel and fire extinguisher. And remember, incendiary target and exploding ammunition are illegal on all federal lands. Practice proper vehicle maintenance, ensuring that your tow chains are secured and vehicles have no dragging parts. Dragging chains along the ground can spark fires. And check your tire pressure and properly maintain your brakes. Report any fires by calling 911 and stay informed on forest alerts and notices by going online to www.fs.usda.gov and search for alerts. And more fire-related news from the Durango Herald. A report that 2 volunteers from the San Juan County, New Mexico Fire Department are accused of embezzling thousands of dollars from the county, that according to county officials. Zachary Trujillo and Kerry Watkins, both 27 years old, were charged with embezzling about $7,677 using county-issued fuel cards. Watkins was a former volunteer with the department, while Trujillo was a current volunteer who has since been suspended while the court case unfolds, county spokesman Devin Neely said. During a routine interview, there were irregularities found in the use of a fuel card assigned to fire department vehicles. Neely credits this internal audit process for catching the discrepancies, which ultimately led to an investigation by the San Juan County Sheriff's Department. According to court documents, Watkins and Trujillo's PIN codes for the fire department's fuel cards were being overused. Watkins is suspected of embezzling $2,306 and Trujillo suspected of embezzling $5,371. The county will seek restitution from the two former volunteers through the courts, according to a news release from the county. While the release did not identify the two volunteers, court documents charged both Trujillo and Watkins, who, according to court documents, are dating, with felony embezzlement and felony conspiracy. San Juan County is committed to the proper use of taxpayer money and internal checks and balances which catch errors and misuse, Neely's statement said. Trujillo was previously reprimanded internally for misusing fuel cards, according to court documents. The couple were booked and released from the San Juan County Adult Detention Facility. And now let's take a look at the local weather and what we can expect in the terms of rain and snow for our area. Today, we continue to see those gentle showers. The difference is with all the socked-in cloud coverage and other elements, we will only see a high near 48 degrees today, and get ready for the winds. South winds around 15 miles an hour may gust as high as 30 miles an hour. And we're still showing the chance for precipitation all day, remaining around 80%. And then get ready for possible snow tomorrow, tonight first. Tonight, rain showers remain in place before 1 a.m. and then snow showers, possibly mixed with rain, are expected on the overnight. A low around 30 degrees with south winds around 10 miles an hour, and gusts remain in place as high as 25 miles an hour, which could produce some drifting if any snow accumulates, but the chance for precipitation does remain at 90%. The prediction for new snow accumulation is less than an inch possible, so more likely we'll wake up Thursday to just some skiffs. Thursday, we still sit at a 40% chance for snow showers in the morning, mostly cloudy and again staying colder with a high near just 43 degrees. The winds are still going to be annoying, fortunately, from the south and not the north, at 5 to 10 miles an hour, but some gusting is possible to 20 miles an hour for the top speed. Thursday night, the system starts to taper off, reducing down to a 20% chance for snow showers, mostly cloudy, and a low around 24 degrees. Calm winds becoming southeast around 5 miles an hour. And Friday, we see things clearing up with partly sunny skies, but now even colder, with a high just near 41 degrees. Calm winds becoming south-southwest around 5 miles an hour in the morning. Friday night, partly cloudy, and a low down around 22 degrees. Saturday, sunny, with a high just near 43 degrees. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 22, and repeat for Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 44 degrees. Sunday night, partly cloudy and a low around 22. And it only starts to get colder heading into Thanksgiving week. Next week, Monday, partly sunny with a high near 39 degrees. Monday night, mostly cloudy and a low down to the teens around 18. And we'll keep a lookout for Thanksgiving weather. There may be a chance for some additional precipitation. And as always, if you are traveling, you'll want to keep an eye on that national outlook as well. And now, back to the news. Reported by the Journal with a photo courtesy Inform. The Colorado Court of Appeals has ordered the long-dormant Van No. 4 uranium mine near the lower Dolores River to be closed down and cleaned up. Environmental groups say the decision is precedent-setting and may trigger overdue mine reclamation on the western slope. The Van 4 mine last produced uranium ore in 1989 at a site on top of Bull Canyon, southeast of Bedrock. Under Colorado mining laws, if a mine goes dormant, the company can apply for a, quote, temporary cessation status. That's for up to 10 years. And if no mining takes place, then closure and final land reclamation is supposed to take place. So in 2017, when the Colorado Mine Land Reclamation Board approved an additional, quote, temporary cessation status for Van 4 permit holder Pinyon Ridge Mining that would have exceeded the 10-year limit, the agency was sued by environmental groups, arguing that they violated state law. In July, a 3-judge panel for the Colorado Court of Appeals unanimously agreed with plaintiffs Information Network for Responsible Mining, Sheep Mountain Alliance, and Earthworks. The higher court reversed a lower court order that had affirmed the state mining board's decision, which would have allowed the mine to continue to sit idle and postpone reclamation. According to the appeals court ruling, since the Van 4 mine's original temporary cessation order began no later than 1999, production had to resume by 2009 to prevent termination of the operation under state regulations. Quote, but the site never recommenced production, wrote Colorado Appeals Court Judge Ted C. Tao in the decision. Quote, therefore, Colorado Mine Land Reclamation abused its discretion in approving the request for another period of temporary cessation in 2017. Because the temporary cessation of the site has continued for more than 10 years, the operation must be terminated and the operator must fully comply with reclamation requirements under the Mine Land Reclamation Act, end quote. Supporters of the ruling say it sets a precedent for potentially ending the so-called, quote, zombie mine era. Colorado does not allow inactive mines to remain unproductive yet unreclaimed for decades because they pose environmental threats and prevent otherwise beneficial uses of the land, said plaintiff attorney Jeffrey C. Parsons of Western Mining Action Project based in Lyons. The court recognized the plain language of the statute and clear intent of the legislature. Despite a 1977 law that requires all mines to be fully reclaimed after mining ends, the law is not always enforced, according to a news release from the plaintiffs. As a result, more than a dozen, quote, uranium mines on the western slope were never cleaned up despite having ceased operations in the 1980s, allowing them to postpone cleanups indefinitely, the release states. The Van 4 mine was constructed in the late 1970s, but had only a short run before going idle in the uranium bust that followed, court documents show. During a 2017 hearing, a representative of Pinyon Ridge Mining testified that minerals had not been extracted from Van 4 mine since it had taken over the site because the depressed market price of uranium made production unprofitable. He said they were exploring other extraction options at the site. In July, records show the permit for the mine was held by Pinyon Ridge Mining LLC, a subsidiary of Western Uranium Corporation. Colorado has an estimated 3,000 uranium mines, mostly on the western slope. There are 31 uranium mines currently permitted by the state. I reported in the Durango Herald with a file photo. Dozens of residents cheered and waved reusable grocery bags Tuesday at Durango City Hall in support of a ban on plastic bags, a policy that lost traction in 2013 when voters overturned a 10-cent fee on both paper and plastic bags for local grocers. People filled every seat and standing area in the Smith Chambers at City Council's regular meeting, a rare sight. Many stood in the lobby and some were forced to wait outside. The crowd's size was so much that Mayor Melissa Youssef joked that the number of people could surpass capacity standards for fire safety. This is amazing, she said. I've never seen it like this. Kathleen Adams, who has lived 11 years in Durango, said organizers brought petitions with more than 1,200 signatures asking City Council to ban single-use bags at grocery stores. She recognized councilors' packed agenda and suggested that they might consider an ordinance banning single-use bags in the spring. But 5 Animas High School students asked councilors to take quick action. Quote, "We want to see a difference in particular in how Durango is using plastic," said Maddie Gottfelty, a freshman. "All change starts at a small point. If that's plastic bags, we should take that to heart and go with it." The Durango City Council passed an ordinance in August of 2013 by a vote of 4-1 that would have charged shoppers 10 cents for each disposable bag taken from a grocery store. Voters petitioned City Council and challenged the ordinance, which councilors put to a vote in November of that year. Voters repealed the ordinance before it was to take effect, with 56% voting to reverse the fee and 44% voting to keep it in place. But a renewed movement to ban plastic bags took shape Tuesday in Durango, and Animas High School students said the need to implement such a policy is more drastic than ever. Advocacy to address a warming world and studies showing the pervasiveness of plastic worldwide heightened awareness of how everyday activities contribute to a changing climate, the students said. Bans on plastic bags have become more commonplace in the past 6 years, with a number of states and cities across the United States enacting measures to reduce single-use grocery bags. Grocery bags made of old T-shirts are available at both city markets in Durango, a grassroots attempt to keep single-use bags out of landfills. "We can't blame anybody for what's happening," said freshman Roan Harvey, "but we can make a difference." What do you think about paper or plastic or bringing your own bags to a store? Isn't a hemp bag eco-friendly and recyclable? Don't we here in Dev Creek reuse some of those bags that we take out from the stores? Maybe we should be thinking in a little bit broader terms to address all of these issues. And today's High Canyon Country happenings. November 23rd, Holiday Craft Fair in Cortez starts at 9 a.m. at the Cortez Elks Lodge. It's called the Sugar Plum Craft Fair, and the kitchen will be open for food purchases as well. And up in Dolores, on December 7th, it's their 28th annual Christmas Bazaar at the Dolores Community Center. The place will be stocked full of tables from one end of the center to the other. 50-plus vendors will be selling arts and crafts, gifts, candies, and food. They'll have door prizes, and Santa will be visiting at 11:30 a.m. Stop by the Dolores Community Center at 400 Riverside Avenue from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, December 7th. You'll turn onto 4th Street where the Dolores Food Market is and go down to Riverside Avenue. And note that the vendor booths are currently all sold out. The Dove Creek Chamber presents the second annual Christmas Market on Saturday, December 14th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the Community Center. One side will be filled with arts and crafts vendors. There's still space if you want to reserve a table. Call 970-560-2856 or go online to dovecreekchamber.com to print out the vendor form, which is also available around town at various locations. And the other side of the Community Center will feature the Community Voices Gingerbread House Contest. There's a range of categories to be entered in. Register by November 30th. Contact the Community Voice directly at 970-677-2897 or email communityvoicedc@gmail.com. The DC Chamber will be offering a holiday stew to warm you up, and if anybody wants to get in the mood to do some caroling, this would be the best place to launch your walk around the neighborhoods. The local 4-H chapter may also be involved in a hayride. The DC Chamber is coordinating another Lighted Up Dove Creek holiday lighting competition with top photos to be published in the Dove Creek Press. So get ready to deck the halls and, of course, the outside. Register to be entered to win a fantastic gift basket from the DC Chamber. This is all coordinated to focus on community celebrations in December to encourage shopping local during the holidays, and just an excuse to have a Saturday in Dove Creek to meet up and enjoy time with friends and make some good cheer. We look forward to more groups and individuals coming up with creative additions to this community event. If you'd like to get involved, please contact the DC Chamber. We look forward to seeing you there December 14th. Spread the word and save the date. I post up all of these High Canyon Country happenings on our Facebook page, which is DCTV News at Noon. So you can look up phone numbers and dates, and we also upload the daily news to our YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to and search for with the same name, DCTV News at Noon. And the broadcast is also posted to the general Facebook page, where we add links to stories of interest, share other events or news, and where you can join in on the conversation too. This is your local community TV station. So if you have something that you would like to share, please contact us. The email is dcbnnews@gmail.com or call 970-677-4119 and we'll be happy to help. Thank you for tuning in. News at Noon now airs at noon Monday through Friday and then is available on demand online on our YouTube channel and posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. We would ask if you like it, please like us there and share it with your friends and family. This has been a production of DCTV for the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Thank you for watching.